All right, friends, so I want to share with you a creative alternative to the Louis Vuitton Multi-Pochette. Hey everyone, welcome to today's video. Today we are checking out a vintage Louis Vuitton Pochette and the mini Pochette. I'm going to share with you a little bit of a side-by-side comparison. We're going to talk about the bags, and I'm going to share with you one of my favorite add-ons for this bag as well. So if you're interested in luxury handbags, reviews, and all that stuff, please like and subscribe. You guys subscribing changes everything. It makes me able to bring you this content each week, and it helps you guys be able to see great luxury handbags and all that great stuff. All right, friends, so like I said, today we're checking out the Louis Vuitton Vintage Pochette. We're also checking out the Louis Vuitton Vintage Mini Pochette. So over the years, Louis Vuitton has made different releases on different types of pouches and pochette bags. These ones are the classic vintage pieces, so I wanted to share those with you guys today. Like I said, over the years, they've had many different ones. They've had like the Multi-Pochette, which is kind of like a handbag with a couple different ones attached. They've had just multiple different pouches, but today we are checking out these two different pieces. We're gonna do a side-by-side and talk about some of my favorite add-ons for these bags as well. So let's go ahead and jump in. So the first one is the regular size. This piece, a lot of people like using for crossbodies, for a little clutch. It originally came with this little gold chain strap, which is absolutely adorable. It's pretty petite, but it makes it to be a really good like clutch, or you can even use it as a shoulder bag. It's long enough to do that. So if you want to do it as a clutch, you can actually detach it over here on this D-ring, which is already added by Louis Vuitton, which is really wonderful. That kind of changes the whole pouch for us as well. But if you want it more as a wrist strap for the clutch, it makes it really easy to do that. So this is a perfect going out bag, weekend bag. I personally love using these in my larger bags because then you can grab it and go, or you can use it for vacation and so on and so forth. So that is a really great option. But this regular one is really wonderful because you can use it for your phone, you could use it for your catch-all. You can fit so much in here that it is just a really great option. Whoop, didn't mean to put that. I was gonna put the chain back on, but it makes it a great option for your everyday kind of essentials, and I just love that size. So that is one of my favorite things about this bag. If you're looking for a pouch, this is one of my favorite options. The other one is the cutest little thing. The other one is the mini Pochette. So like I said, this is a vintage piece. It is absolutely adorable. I love the mini Pochette. It has this beautiful little chain with it as well that originally comes with it. But if you look on the pre-owned market, you know sometimes those pieces are missing, but it did originally come with that. But this one also has the mini D-ring on the side. This is so cute. If you're looking for an option for a little one, for a keepsake or something for them, I know some people have done that with these. This one also detaches. Let's see if we can get it on here, and attaches here for that little wrist strap. Again, this one is a little bit smaller with the chain as well. So it's not quite an over-the-shoulder piece, but it is a wonderful catch-all. Doesn't quite fit a phone or anything, but you could do your AirPods in here. You could have your lipstick, chapstick, whatever would fit in here really, really well as that little catch-all. So if you want those measurements for both these pieces, make sure you check out the description below and I'll have this posted. So a couple things about the vintage pieces that I absolutely love. Like I said, these ones do have the D-rings on either side. So a great option is to add a crossbody strap. Now, I know there's kind of like a back and forth on what types to use or what are the best ones, but if you're wanting a basic beautiful gold crossbody strap, I have the perfect thing for you. Check out in the description or the link below for Amazon, and I will post one of my favorite crossbody straps over there. It comes with multiple straps. It is a fabulous option for your pieces. I have used them for years and absolutely love them. So if you check that out, you can adjust it and kind of find which strap you like because they do come in different sizes. I actually have used those, like I said, for years, and I absolutely love them. The one thing to note is if you want to add them to a bag with a thicker D-ring, the clasps on those is a little bit smaller. It's more similar, it's actually similar to this clasp size, which, like I said, on some bags, it's just the D-rings are thicker and it can't open quite enough to go on there. So do keep that in mind if you're ordering it for a different type of bag. The other thing you can do is like on some of the multi-pochettes that Louis Vuitton created, the newer ones, I know some people prefer vintage pieces. So what you can do is you can kind of play with the straps and where they connect and your D-rings and the hooks and everything. But what you can do is you can kind of move them around and actually make your own multi-pochette. So like the chains in the description that I have for you guys over on Amazon, you can actually do those chains and kind of add them in different places. So you have the same look of the multi-pochette, but you can still use the regular and the small. So like this one, you can connect this here. They have little hooks, like if you wanted to connect it to the other side as well. But if you use this one, it will hang a little bit lower and kind of hold on to it. So it's just a matter of how you want it to look and how you want to lay out if you prefer to do that. Now, the other option for these pieces is for, like I said, the clutch. The clutch option is super wonderful as well. And you can also get the wrist strap for that over on Amazon too. They have some great color options and textures that are really wonderful. And I will try to link one of those for you guys down below as well. Like I said, those D-rings on here, they just change everything. I personally use this for a catch-all in more my tote bags, and I just love being able to grab it and go. Like I said, your phone, keys, wallet, just the essentials fit really well in here. I find it to be really, really comfortable. The mini, I would say I use more for like, we had, oh my goodness, let me think. What did I put in here? Like hair ties, lip gloss, all that, you know, the hand sanitizing wipes, just little things that would fit in here. That one worked really well, and they sit so good in your bag. So we will go ahead and do a close-up of the bags, and you guys can see a better side-by-side comparison close up. This one is a lot bigger in size, but the mini is just so stinking cute. So let me know in the comments below, do you guys prefer the vintage pieces or the newer bags? I'm curious to hear from you guys. These are some of my favorites, but I also love just all the SLGs and pouches, being able to switch them up, use them in multiple bags. They are such a great essential for your collection because they are so versatile. You can use them for so many things. I use different pouches for my markers and pens, my stationery supplies. If you were going to do that with these, this one would work for smaller items. It would not fit like the pens, pencils, markers. That would be the larger one. And actually, if you're like me and you need a lot of the stationery supplies like markers and different pens, this one would actually be a really good option because you have so much room both ways. It actually gives you a nice amount of room, even when you fill it, to be able to zip it shut and you feel like you've got plenty of space for all those items. So that would be a good option for that if you wanted to do that, and it would look really, really beautiful with your additional, you know, maybe agenda or whatever you use each day. All right, friends, so like I said, I wanted to share with you a side-by-side and a close-up look of the vintage Louis Vuitton Pochette and the mini Pochette. So a couple things I wanted to note with you guys. First is they do have different versions of these. And so, like I said, this is the vintage version. These are discontinued exactly like this. They are a little bit different. So some of the things that you may see changes on are like the end tabs, the interior, and so forth. But I did want to share with you kind of what it looks like up close, some of the things also to watch out for. So this is the regular size. It is absolutely just a perfect catch-all, a perfect clutch, or if you wanted a going out bag. I absolutely love that Louis Vuitton did have the D-rings on either sides. That adds the ability to add that crossbody strap we talked about, or if you wanted to add an additional shoulder strap, you can do that here and here, and you don't risk the integrity of the bag because it is there and it's meant to be held that way. So that's a really great option. This is the larger one, and I really, really love this for like a clutch or a catch-all in your bags. This one does hold most phone sizes and is really wonderful for that. I will link the size in the description below, so if you need the measurements on this, feel free to check that out. And I will also link a link to Amazon for my favorite crossbody chains. They are really affordable and they make it great so that you can try different sizes. And you can even add them on as like a detail to your bags as well. So if you get one on the pre-love market and it doesn't have this little dainty chain, you could add the other one as well. It's not as dainty as this one, but it is a smaller chain. It's not like a really chunky chain. So I do really love adding it onto bags and just kind of switching it up a little bit. You guys know if you've seen my other videos, I always love adding a little pizzazz to my bags. So that is super fun. A couple other things I want to share about the bag with you guys. If you're looking on the pre-love market, do check out like the areas of wear that you tend to see heavy wear would be on the ends, on either side. That is just something that can happen. Another thing to note is that on these bags over time, you can get like a warping kind of shape at the zipper. That is usually because the bag has been either overfilled or just used a lot over time. So just check that out and make sure that still works for you. But a couple things I also want to share with you. You know I want to share where to find your heat stamp and date code if you need them authenticated. from a third party. So on this piece, we're gonna try to get some light on here for you guys. It would be right over here on this side, the date code for this bag, and the heat stamp is right here on the end, on that end tab that you see. So both of those would be what you need to have a third party authenticate it for you if you wanted that. But like I said, this one is a great option for a catch-all, for even an everyday little clutch. If you're doing running around, guys, this is a great option to add that crossbody strap, or a bandolier strap would be really comfortable. And then you can use it just kind of running around, hold your phone, keys, wallet, a couple essentials, maybe some chapstick or gum. This would be a perfect option for that. And I absolutely love it for that. The other one is the mini pochette. So this one is so stinking cute. I literally cannot get over the size of this. It is so adorable. This one actually was a sentimental piece. I had purchased this myself and used this for quite some time. And then I actually passed it down to my oldest daughter, and it was for her golden birthday, or for her birthday. And she absolutely loved this bag because she always wanted something to match me. And like I said, you can add the crossbody strap. So she had the cutest little bag. And then she had a baby sister years later, and she actually got this one for her golden birthday. So then she, this size, and so she wanted to gift this one to her baby sister. And so this one has just been through all of us, and it's actually going to be gifted to her younger sister when she gets a little bit older. But she was just so excited to do that, and it was such a special piece from all of us. And so this is just, it's just that much more special, but it is such a cute little bag, and you can use it, all ages can use it really. It is just a perfect catch-all. I love this little, it's just such a little pouch. It's so cute, but it opens really well. And like I said, the date code and heat stamp on these, it's gonna be in the same area, guys, right over there in the same spot for your heat stamp. But I find this one to be a really good size for a catch-all because it's so compact, but yet it holds a really good amount. If you can tell the bottom, you get some width to it, and it actually can expand a little bit more than how it sits when it's a little bit more smushed, since it's empty right now. But this is a really great option if you just need to hold a few things, or even if you want, you know, that little clutch kind of just to carry with you. That is a great option as well. All right, friends, so I want to share with you a creative alternative to the Louis Vuitton Multi-Pochette. So if you already have these vintage pieces, or if you add them to your collection, this is a great option to not have to purchase an additional item. But if you want to go ahead and use these similar to the Multi-Pochette, or even if you prefer the vintage items instead of the newer, this is a great option for you. So let's go ahead and get started here. And again, this is all to each their own. If you don't prefer to move bags around or to connect them together, that's totally fine, but this is a great option for that alternative. So what I have is the vintage original size Louis Vuitton Pochette, and then we have the mini that we were talking about, the smaller one. And so what we're going to do is we're actually going to lay them side by side like this. We're going to have the chain straps facing the same direction and that D-ring. So where they detach, that's going to face the same direction. We'll go ahead and move this one up out of the way. Then this one, we're going to go ahead and lay it on top. So what we're going to do to make this work is we're going to have this, I have a Louis Vuitton, like a little loop that you can add to your bags with the little attachment piece. It's kind of like a bag extender or a keychain. And so I like to add that to my luggage tag, as well as my favorite gold charms off of Amazon. I love having like our initials, my husband and I. So this is going to be linked below as well, but these have been really, really wonderful. They haven't tarnished or anything or look scratched up, and they're just the most adorable little gold charms. So I will link those below as well for you if you wanted to purchase those to add to your bags. I recommend those. I really, really have loved them. So let's go ahead and get started. So I have this connecting piece. If you don't want to purchase a Louis Vuitton one, you can do that. But if not, I will link one below, something that's similar for you guys as well, over on Amazon. But you have the 2 D-rings on this side that we're going to attach. So first, what we're going to do is loop it through the first one. Then we're going to loop it through the second one. When you're doing this, make sure you have the chains so they're facing frontward. Let's see if you can see. So the chain is going to be ahead of the attachment, so both chains will sit nicely on the front of the bag. So we'll go ahead and attach that. You don't have to have the little charm on there or the luggage tag. I just like adding the extra little bit there. So over on this end, what we're going to do, this is where it gets a little trickier. So what we're going to do is either you can have a little attachment piece if you want to loop them together. I do have those as well, but the other option is to go ahead and take that, the clasp, and hook it around the other clasp where it pivots. That way you're putting the weight on the right part. Let's see if you can see. So I put it on the pivoting piece. If you don't want to add an extra attachment, I don't put it on this little loop because I don't want to damage it or pull too hard. But I found that if you put on the pivoting piece, it seems to sit really nicely. Now, do be aware that, like I said, you can add that the loop, and I would prefer to do that if I'm using it a lot this way, but I haven't used it very super a lot this way. The other way allows for more pivoting and use, but I tend to toss this into my larger totes and then use it as a crossbody kind of here and there. But like I said, just if you used it like as an everyday bag or you put a ton of stuff in there, I would suggest that little O-ring. It's similar to like this. I will link that from Amazon as well. Those are great options, like I said, instead of the Louis Vuitton we have on this side, or if you want to add your own little pizzazz to it. But this is how I lined it up. That way it sits really well, and this is how the bag sits. We will go ahead and do a mod shot if you stay tuned till the end of the video and get to see how this fits. But the other thing is the strap. So the strap, you can do the gold chain, which I have linked in the description below as well, or I have my Louis Vuitton crossbody strap that I love using on all my bags. This is so versatile, so if you guys get one of these, I'm sure you will get your use out of it. So what we're going to do, now that we have a couple things going on this side, as you can tell, we kind of have the chain first, then the attachment, and we have the other things down here. We're going to loop this one to the other end of the D-ring. That way it distributes the right weight on the right D-ring. Then on the other D-ring, what we're going to do is loop it again, but we loop it on the same side. So we stack those other items up here, we're gonna loop it behind. That way it lays really nice and seamlessly when you wear it. I know it looks a little chunky on the side right now, but let's go ahead and check out how this bag fits on and a little bit more of a close-up. All right, friends, so this is the Louis Vuitton Vintage Pochette with the mini pochette put together. So this is what it looks like after we connected them using those D-rings and the additional hardware here. So like I said, check out the description below if you want all the pieces to be able to connect it, as well as the alternative crossbody straps over on Amazon. Those are wonderful. So you can get shoulder straps, you can get additional straps to add to your bag, but those chain straps have been wonderful and I absolutely love them. So make sure you check those out in the description, as well as that little luggage keychain tag I absolutely love. So I have multiple of those and I've always loved them, but this is the look of the bag afterwards. And I did use that Louis Vuitton Monogram Strap, but the fit of this bag is super comfortable. It's really easy to use if you're on the go. And one of the best options with adding them together is you get that option of the additional space. So you have your original items in the larger compartment, you can fit your phone, but this adds that extra space if you wanted it for an everyday carry. So if you love those vintage pieces and you need an alternative to the Louis Vuitton Multi-Pochette, this is a great option for you. So I look forward to hearing from you guys. Leave a comment below. Have you used a newer version, the vintage version of the Louis Vuitton Pochette, and which size do you prefer? Thank you so much for joining me today, friends. I always love getting to share this type of content with you. So if you enjoy luxury handbags, accessories, what's in my bag, and all that good stuff, make sure you like and subscribe. You guys subscribing helps me bring you more videos, helps you see great content, and all that good stuff. So I'll see you next time. Bye, friends.